Good evening, traveler from beyond the fog. Tonight I will be your finger maiden to help guide you into a deep rest of sleep as we traverse through the lands between. Before we depart, find a cozy place to lay your head. With your eyes closed, take a deep breath in and then slowly exhale. As you breathe in and breathe out, release any concerns and worries that might weigh upon your mind. Listen to the rhythmic sound of your breath as you feel your chest slowly rise and fall. Let the stresses and cares of your day be spirited away as you drift off into a peaceful repose. Your journey begins on the southern shore of the Weeping Peninsula. The lull of the waves from the ocean carry with them a fine mist of sea spray. The sky is dusky blue, and the air is filled with the fresh scent of rain. Castle Morn overlooks the sea, a cliffside fortress that has withstood the test of time for hundreds of years, a towering silhouette rising out of the fog. The cool, crisp breeze brushes against your face as Torrent gallops down the well-worn path in a gentle stride. You see the faint glow of a campfire in the distance and hear the soft melody of a stringed instrument being carried through the falling rain. You sit and visit with a nomadic merchant and browse his wares collected during his travels from afar. As you regale to him the stories of your most recent journeys, Torrent enjoys the roa fruit from a nearby shrub. It is a welcomed rest for you both before departing north along the road to Limgrave. The rain has now stopped, and the sun falls upon the ground in a golden wash. The fields of Limgrave look soft from a distance, the long blades of grass reaching to the tips of your fingers. Along the eastern shore lies the ruins of a once beautiful seaside monument. The tiered stone arches that have once been host to a beautiful garden, cultivated of flowering plants and trees collected from distant lands. A waterfall rushes to the sea. The fine, salty spray feels cool against your warm skin. Continuing west along the path once traveled by the soldiers of Stormvale, you reach the golden trees of the Mistwood Forest. The wind rushes through the leaves as the boughs sway gently in the breeze. The forest is teeming with wildlife as you listen to the bird song from the branches above you. The ground is dotted with wildflowers. Their bright blooms look like speckles on an oil canvas. You've arrived to pay a visit to your dear friend, Blythe. He's fashioned a humble home within the ruins of the forest, and together you reminisce of the battles fought side by side as he shares a meal from his latest hunt in the woods. He laughs as you recount the recent conflicts you've faced and promises to lend his sword the next time you need assistance. As the evening mist arrives, you wish your friend farewell as you begin the long journey eastward to the cliffs along Luernia of the Lakes. Traveling along the Luernia Highway, you take a small detour to visit Jarberg, and your friends greet you with excitement as they relish in the tales of your adventures. The small arrangement of houses are nestled neatly. Beautiful flowers of all colors garnish the ground around them. Here on the cliffside overlooking the ocean, you enjoy the company of your friends under the shade of the Divine Tower Bridge above you. Continuing north along the highway, the air has become chillier in the higher altitude, and you pull your garment snugly around your shoulders. The view before you is breathtaking. From here you can see the towering walls of Lindell far off in the distance. In the marshy field below lies Academy Gate Town. The ceramic rooftops peek out from the blanket of fog. To the west stands Rea Lucaria Academy. The ivory-colored walls are striking against the bright, painted sky, and the contrast of the golden scalloped edges glimmers in the setting sun. You've traveled this way to pay a visit to your dear friend, Muriel, who is so glad to see you again after so much time has passed. He shares with you the stories of long ago, of great rulers and demigods in the height of their life. Having studied the old prayer book you've brought to him, he teaches you an incantation to aid you in your journey. The visit has been enjoyable, and with nightfall now approaching, you bid farewell as you make your way to the round table hold. As you reach out and traverse through the grace of the Erd tree, the shimmering aura in the center of the room greets you, bathing the walls in a soft, golden glow. You feel the warmth of the fireplace lightly upon your skin. The crackling fire is warm and welcoming. This is the gathering place of tarnished champions. The large table in front of you has been host to many great deliberations and meetings. The stone walls have been the guardians of whispers long since spoken. You let out a content sigh as you take a seat next to the fireplace and recline your legs upon a footstool. The warmth of the fire softly envelops you, and you feel your eyelids grow heavy as you slip into a moment of respite after your long journey away. In the hall just beyond the fireplace is smithing master Hugh. The clang of his hammer echoes down the corridor. The glow from his forge dances upon the surface of the blade as he shapes the warm metal. He's happy to see you again and intently listens to the tales of your most recent travels. Placing your sword upon the bronze anvil, he fashions for you a stronger blade as you share with him the stories of your journey. Across from Master Hugh sits Rodrika. Scattered around her are volumes of well-worn books on the art of spirit tuning. The faint candlelight beside her illuminates the pages that contain the secrets of her noble toil. She shares with you a book about the history of spirit tuning, and you leaf through the pages as she examines the delicate white flowers you've brought her, home to little spirits that have nestled closely within them. Through the wooden doors ahead awaits Fia. Her room is warm and well adorned. The soft rugs beneath your feet are plush and rich in color. The golden light from the fireplace delicately illuminates her, and as you lie your head upon her lap, she softly places her arms around you in a gentle embrace and tells you the stories from her life long ago. At the end of the hall, you see the wooden staircase leading to the cellar, where the air is cool and dry, and the light fragrance of wine and crisp apples fills the air. You peer down at the room to your left and see that the dining table has been set for a feast. You can almost hear the faint echoes of laughter and camaraderie that often filled this room. The meals shared here between tarnished champions were the setting for magnificent tales of bravery and valor. Right next door is the kitchen, a spacious room with so much warmth. A stew simmers above the fire. The scent is delicious and comforting, your very favorite dish from childhood. Berries and dried venison lie on the table beside you. Potatoes spill out of a sack on the floor. The first course of the meal tonight will be a favorite round table recipe. You travel back upstairs to pay a visit to Gideon Ofnir. As always, he's in the middle of peering over his books. Wooden shelves line the walls of his room, which has become a library of tomes and histories of the lands between. Gideon spares no details as he recounts to you the most recent of his findings. The sound of pages being turned is tranquil and relaxing as you sit and enjoy the comfort of the fireplace. You can smell the aroma of freshly brewed tea, and you pour yourself a cup while Gideon continues to share his discoveries. Your room at the Hold is off to the side of the foyer, the large room that is often used for friendly sparring practice, where you would often be entertained while watching the newly learned spells performed by Rajir. The fireplace in your room has been kindled in anticipation of your arrival, and its warmth fills the air with comfort like no other. Your bed is inviting and soft and feels like home. Your journeys often keep you away for days or weeks, and returning to this room is something you always look forward to. You take off your armor and your garments and set them upon the wooden mannequin as you slip off your boots. You fall to the bed with a heavy sigh and contently let your eyes close as you listen to the crackling fire. Feeling the weight of your body against the soft mattress, you drift off into a deep slumber, a well-deserved rest after a long journey away.